is Wil Martin with Earshot, and I'm getting drunk with buds.
Do you wanna get drunk with buds?
Oi, oi!
I wanna get drunk with buds.
Oi, oi!
We are getting drunk with buds.
Oi, oi! Oi, oi!
Welcome, everybody, to Drunk with Buds, a show about trying new beers with some friends and having discussions you'd normally have at a bar. As always, we get our beer information from the Untapped app. That's UNTAPPD. You can now follow the show there at Drunk with Buds.
What's going on, Bedardians? I am your host, Honer, and on today's episode, we have the musically talented and rock god, Wil Martin of the band Earshot with us today. Earshot is a rock band with phenomenal albums, including Letting Go, 2, and Silver Linings. They have toured with the best of the best and have been featured on many different platforms of media. Wil Martin has been there from the beginning of the band and is the lead vocalist and main writer for the majority of the band's bangers. Welcome to the show, Will.
Hey, thanks for that amazing introduction, by the way.
No problem, no problem.
An amazing intro for an amazing man.
Oh, that's why you guys get paid the big bucks.
That's right. When do they start coming? So we're going to get into our first beer, and it's Ricochet by Mason Ale Works, an IPA Imperial Double, New England, 8.2% ABV, no listed IBUs. We've had 595 people check it in on Untappd for 3.95 average. Mason Ale Works is a microbrewery out of San Diego, California. The style guy says, Immortal Series release and follow-up to The Gambler. This hazy dipper is packed with full of mosaic and citric hops. It should be hoppy, citrusy, piney, pine tickle, baby, pine tickle in the back of the mouth, citrus, and bitter. Everyone, crack them open, take some sips, and tell us your first thoughts.
I'm scared. I'm going to end up looking like that Wonder Woman on after this, isn't I?
Well, we can only hope. You know, I'm not a big IPA drinker, but let's see.
Me too. But every now and then you find something that just like completely like makes you rethink what you thought you liked.
Yeah, sometimes the double IPA is better than an IPA.
You know, interesting. This was kind of sweet. I don't know if you guys are picking that up.
Yeah,
a little sweet.
A little sweet. It's got a massive head on it. I tried pouring it as clean as I could to get like just a regular amount, but it's very heady. It does have that little pine tickle at the end, and it's got that sweetness on the tongue when you're done.
And that's the thing with IPAs. Like, I feel like I just drank grass, like blended grass, fresh mowed grass.
Yeah, it's very hoppy, but it's not. I don't think it's hoppy, but I think that might be what he's tasting.
Yeah,
the hops,
the pine at the end. Yeah,
I just drank like a bud of pot.
Yeah.
No, we've had one on the show from Portland, Oregon that literally tasted like, to me, blended grass.
Yeah, it was danky.
And it was
very
so
danky.
Crazy. Like, this one doesn't even come close to that. So
no, this one actually is kind of smooth. The hazy usually means
it is smooth.
The hazy usually means like it's juicy, right? It kind of gives it a little bit more juicy taste. So that to me kind of helps this one. It isn't as bad as I would hope for an IPA, but this is definitely a drinkable double IPA for sure.
And I think it would maybe even open up a little bit more on flavor if it was a little bit warmer. Ours are pretty ice cold. I think if it was a slight, not warm per se, but just like not just crazy cold.
Yeah.
So guys, not to interrupt, but I have a special guest with me that's kind of unannounced. I hope it's okay.
Oh, of course it is.
And it's my girlfriend, also fabulous bass player from the amazing band Cold. I'm sure you guys have heard of it. And she loves IPAs, actually.
Oh,
so I'm going to ask her.
Yeah, get her on.
She's here.
Hello.
What a surprise, dude.
Surprise, Trey surprise.
Hey guys, how much have you had to drink today, or is this your first beer?
This is my first beer.
This is my first beer, but
I've got to try this.
All right, here we go.
4 in the barrel. We got 4 in the barrel today.
So this is the Ricochet.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
I haven't drank beer in years, by the way.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's delicious.
It's not bad. And I'm not even a big IPA drinker, but it's pretty good.
That's delicious.
And the can art's pretty cool too. And I'm now just
It's funny.
Go
It's
ahead.
it's got this Wonder Woman, and I literally have a painting of Wonder Woman on my wall that we're looking at.
Oh,
I should have Will take a photo and send it to you guys because it's hysterical.
I don't know why. I don't know why I just imagined this, but I'm like, you know, those bullets that she's blocking right now. So I was imagining them fembots from Austin Powers.
oh yeah.
Are
That's
shooting
why
at
the
her.
beer is called Ricochet, right? Because she blocks them with her gauntlets.
And they're shooting from their nipples.
It's strangely addicting, even though I don't like IPAs.
Well, maybe you now like one IPA.
Hey, you might like
All right.
doubles then, because double IPAs. If you like haze or the haziness, you might like because it's juicy, and that's why I like this one.
You know,
Yeah.
you know what all four of us is gonna like?
Tell me.
Our next segment, we're gonna reach up on high and pull those bottles down from the top shelf.
All right.
Welcome to Top Shelf. Today, we're going to rank our top 3 songs that get you revved up, music that gets you revved up, pumped up, ready to go. Everyone's able to prepare their top 3 except for one, but I'm sure she can shoot from her hip and move on through. So when we lead of our Will, you go first, and then we'll move around. We'll let her be the last. So what's your number 3 song that gets you?
My number 3 song. So that would have to be, I think I said Nipsey Hustle and Motivate, I think is what I said. Very on rock and roll, but it's a heavy jam.
Okay, all
And
right.
that's what I love about it.
Just get you going.
Just get you going.
And I love the lyrics. The lyrics are fucking great. It's to the point.
Nice. How about you, Honer? What's your number 3?
So my number 3 is I'm gonna switch it with my honorable mention. So it's the Fluoride and the Hard Seltzer. It's Bill Murray, Dayseeker, and John Mess from Dance Gavin Dance.
All right.
And it's like 3 of my favorite artists, and then they just all combined into one song, and it's so fucking good.
So they're like the Voltron or whatever of music.
Yeah. It had John Mess screaming on it. Then it had Rory singing, doing his little thing, and Bill Murray just doing his thing. And I'm just like, oh yeah, this is a go-to for me.
Nice. My number 3 is Judas by Fozzy, or a WWE, now AEW wrestler, is the lead singer on that from Chris Jericho. Everyone in the crowd sings the song together. It just gets you going. It's a nice rock hard jam, and easy lyrics to go for, and you're just like following along, and you're just jamming right out to it. Gets you going. It's a good. I would call it a good workout song too. It's like if you're ready to pump some iron too.
Just makes you want to sweat.
Yeah, it kind of makes you want to sweat.
Hell yeah.
And our surprise guest, what do you got?
I'm gonna say my number 3 is "As It Was" by Harry Styles.
Oh,
That's a good one.
Hey.
nice.
I'm a pop. I play rock music, but I love some pop.
Pop. Yeah, I mean,
Get you popping.
Because it gets me moving. Like I
Yeah.
pour candles, I clean my apartment, I'm dancing around my apartment. It's a great song.
I agree. I actually didn't even think about going that route. Like I really got like more of the harder edge things.
Oh yeah, I
but
got a
like,
couple hip hop songs, but
ooh, okay, all right. Well, let's roll it back around to you, Honer. What we got here?
oh shit, I guess it's me.
Yeah,
now.
I'm gonna go to you. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna say Power Slide by, well, it's Sway Lee and his buddy. It's Drummer's Ear backwards, so it's kind of hard to say. It's like Race, Sermon, or whatever the fuck. But yeah, it's Power Slide, and that one just kind of gets me pumped. It's just a hip hop song, and just the way it is, it's as soon as it starts, it's like, oh fuck, here we go.
Here we go. It's about to start. How about you, Will? What's your number 2?
Number 2. Let's see. What did I have for number 2? Let's see. What did I put? I can't remember what I put.
You got If You Want to Rock and Roll.
Oh yeah, ACDC. Long Way to the Top if you want to rock and roll. That's my number 2.
Yeah, that is a good one. Long way
An oldie but a
to
goodie.
time.
And if you're a regular patron of going to Metallica concerts, you also know that that's their walkout music also. So there's that.
I mean, I'm a big Metallica fan, but I've never seen them in concert, so I didn't know.
Shame on you. You can't call yourself a fan.
Okay, I'm a hanger-oner of the Metallica.
You're an observer.
Observer, yes. Very, very scientific, very clinical there of you.
That's what I do.
Well, what would you think about this? I am a huge Tenacious D fan, and they were opening for Kid Rock. And Kid Rock, I can give or take. I'm not a huge fan, but I'm not like I'm not a detractor of him. But
he puts on a fucking great show.
So I went. They were opening for him, so I went. I bought tickets for Kid Rock. I watched the entirety of the Tenacious D, and then that's who I was there for. I thought my money was well spent for that, and I turned and left. I didn't stay for Kid Rock.
Oh, wow.
Is that a faux pas?
Well, I'll tell you a quick story. So my dad he's a professional musician also, and he's old school. And this was in 2002 when we were out with Kid Rock.
Mm-hmm.
And we were out with them for about 2 months, but we were playing in Nashville, and my dad came out to the show, and I told him that I had a meet and greet after we got done, but that I would meet him at the seats that I got for him at the show. And he says to me, "No, I'm not. Come on, it's Kid Rock. I'm not gonna. This is Kid Rock. Come on." All right, whatever. So I went and did my meet and greet. Came back, couldn't find him anywhere, and for about an hour, finally the show let out, and he comes out, with the rest of the crowd pouring out, and he's got this big fucking grin from ear to ear. And I go, "Where were you? I was looking all over for you, tried calling you." And he goes, he's like, I went ahead and took the seats and watched Kid Rock. And I went, "Really?" He goes, "What a fucking great show." Thoroughly impressed. And it really is. Like, he puts on an amazing show. It's just entertaining is the best way that I can put it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I missed out. I wasn't a huge fan, and I was there for my band, and that's why I went and bought the tickets. So it's same for Earshot. I would have saw you guys and then left.
Yeah.
So how about our secret guest? Why don't you give us your number 2?
What was her name again? So we don't keep saying just secret guest.
So it's Lindsay.
Lindsay
Manfredi.
Manfredi?
First name's fine.
Yep.
Lindsay Manfredi. I mean, I like the allure of the mysteriousness by just saying secret guest, but okay, Lindsay it is.
I wasn't able to keep it together the whole time.
Oh,
with that
okay.
Secret guest,
All right, Lindsay. How about your number 2 song to get you revved up, pumped up?
We're going to go with Manchester Orchestra, and the song would be Shake It Out.
Ooh.
I'm a huge Manchester Orchestra fan, like stupid.
Been a while since I've listened to them.
I know. I mean, like, again, you're just pulling out these sideways, like
These
things.
deep cuts.
Deep cuts.
Yeah.
I'm loving this.
What's next? Vampire Weekend?
Oh, ooh.
Oh, shut up. Don't get me started with Vampire Weekend,
I
because
fuck
I do
with
love
them,
some Vampire Weekend.
And here I am. My number 2 is just Thunderstruck.
Yeah, the old-
I'm thinking Varsity Blues. I'm thinking about football players getting wrecked.
In the showers or what?
Wherever they get wrecked, it just depends on the football team, I guess, right?
Hey-o.
But AC/DC representing 2 top 3s on this top shelf.
Yeah.
But that's just a song. I'm sorry.
so.
That's just a song. You must be a vampire because you don't have a beating heart if you can't get revved up to Thunderstruck.
It's like a thunderstruck your heart whenever you just hear it.
True. It's a good one. Good pick.
All right, let's go to our number 1. And unless you have an honorable mention, you can give an honorable mention if you wish. It's up to you. But we're at our number 1 spot. Coming in at number 1, Casey Kasem here. And yeah, Will, what is your number 1?
Blackened by Metallica.
Ooh, well, I mean, we all saw it coming forward, right? Like, he couldn't talk about Metallica and how I'm not a fan about him putting Metallica on
That's right.
there.
I was segueing into this.
He said you ain't shit.
I know. I'm surprised. Not Ride the Lightning or Who in the Bell Tolls,
He said Blackened.
It's Blackened. Okay.
And I don't even know that one, so I know
then
it sounds like
you're not even
a
a hanger-on or an observer.
I couldn't even tell you. I don't even actually listen to Metallica.
You're dead inside.
You're dead inside.
I am.
He's a vampire.
I'm not a Metallica guy.
How about you, Lindsay? What's your number one?
1000% Deftones, My Own Summer.
Ooh, good one.
Deftones. Okay. She is just a deep cut side. Things I'm outside the box. I'm not even thinking about that. But that's a very good pick. I agree. I wish I could put it on my list. Yeah. I'm going to stick to my list.
Have you heard Bring Me the Horizon's new song? It kind of sounds like a Deftones song, which is wild. People are like loving it because it gives us Deftones vibes. It's called Limousine. Yeah, maybe,
nope.
if you like Deftones, you might like it. I actually really like that song, and I never really listened to Deftones, so it kind of made me want to listen to it. I know.
No Deftones, no Metallica.
Yeah. See, those songs are
kind of.
Do you listen
to jazz?
No, I listen to ska.
No, even worse.
No, I listen to like emo shit, like back in the day, and then like
that's it.
Post-hardcore type stuff. Yeah, I'm a.
He needs more beer.
Yeah,
he needs more beer.
Maybe this should switch to a hard liquor show.
Oh, I mean, we've done hard liquor. We do all types of alcohol and non-alcohol. Okay. If you're a sober person, we
do.
It's just drinking with us.
Mocktails.
But we do all.
Mocktails.
And we even did absinthe and caught a counter on fire. So that we got that going.
We got crazy, man. We got crazy back in the day. So my number one is Ric Flair Drip by Migos. It goes, Ric Flair drip on a bitch. Woo. It's like, oh, Ric Flair drip on a bitch. It's like, oh, hey, yeah. I fucking love that song. It's so good.
So you can't understand the lyrics because they're mumble rappers, but
you can understand that part.
Okay.
Which is basically like the whole
only part.
Yeah, it's like the whole song, yeah. But they're like, whoop, hang on a bit.
Did you have an honorable mention?
My honorable mention is Shark Dad by Dance Gavin Dance. And Dance Gavin Dance is one of my favorite bands. And Shark Dad is just where John Mess goes fucking nuts, and then Tillian's just trying to keep up, but John just leaves him in the dirt. And it's so heavy, and I just fucking love
it. My number one is, first I'll give my honorable mention. I mean, who can't get jazzed up to Eye of the Tiger by Survivor? I mean, like, come on. It's the whole Rocky. I mean, I almost put the Rocky theme song, which is just music, as the thing, just because just hearing that is enough. Those trombones and horns is just really good. But Eye of the Tiger gets me kind of jammed. It's that dad rock, a grandpa rock in some people's worlds, on there. But my number one is Everlong by the Foo Fighters. I can't not listen to that song and not just start rocking. I can't sit still. It's just a great song, great video on top of that, with callbacks to like an ode to the Evil Dead with the cabin and all that stuff.
What about There Goes My Hero?
I mean, it's a great song, but not as good as Everlong.
Aim for the bushes.
Yeah. Aim for the bushes. That's right.
Oh boy. So that was all our top. But that's a good pick, though. That's a good pick.
Thank you.
I like that one.
That was our top shelf, and we know what we all thought about those songs, but how do we think about this beer? It's time to rank this beer. We score our beers from 0 to 5 by quarters, and we'll have Honer go first, and then we will go around so we can.
Sir. So we're going to go ahead with me first, and it's hazy, juicy, double IPA, malty, not as hoppy as the usual IPAs, which is always good. Everybody knows, if you're a fan of the show and you've been listening, you know that double IPAs are my jam when it comes to an IPA family. So, yeah, I would have to say this is actually a really damn good hazy double IPA. If you ever see it, please do not turn away. Fucking at least grab one if you can only grab one. Or if you got to get a pack, fucking grab the pack, dude. You're going to like it. I'm going to go ahead and give it a 4.25 out of 5.
Woo! How about you, Lindsay? What did you think?
Oh, I'm going to give it a 5. Because I haven't had an IPA in a long time, and I just realized how much I do love it.
Do you actually like
Beer.
IPAs, or is this like the first?
I
Like,
love IPAs.
Okay.
I used to work for Upland Brewing Company in Indiana.
it's crazy because you guys are all like 46 and shit, and I'm 32 over here. Like I'm the baby.
Yeah.
I'm the millennial.
That's why your songs weren't as good as ours.
That's right. Amen.
Oh my god.
That's
fucking,
right.
He
3
fucking
and 1.
He fucking
Yeah.
loved your songs. He was like, "Yeah, that's my shit." It's like
Earshot was
I know,
is
he loved that
is
shit.
awesome.
he loved it.
All right, so how about you there, my friend Will?
You know, I feel like I shouldn't even speak to this because I am not at all an IPA fan. However, I keep sipping on this, so I'm gonna give it also a 5.
Oh shit.
2 5s. Hello.
Wow, hell's bells.
I think it's juicy. It's smooth. Too much head though. The pine tickle's good, but it stays a little longer than I want it to. I'm not a huge IPA fan, but this is very drinkable. So I'm going to give it an above average score. I'm going to give it a 3.75. It doesn't make it to the 4 great for me. It's right firmly in the very good.
All right. Well, it got good scores.
It did.
So we're going to
People
move.
listening should run out and buy it.
That's right.
Run out and buy a can.
Go to San Diego and get it.
Yes.
So we're going to move into our first song by Earshot of all people. It's called You and I, and then we'll hit
U
it.
plus I.
U plus I, that's right.
It's you and I, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What the
awesome.
fuck?
I was right and you're wrong yet again. 2-0.
Spotify's wrong then, motherfucker, not me.
So we're gonna play the song first and then we'll go right into a small ad.
All right, here we go.
That was Earshot, and then here's our first sponsor.
Looking for a cool craft beer bar? Hop Station Craft Bar has over 30 rotating taps and hundreds of bottles and cans to enjoy. They also do can purchases for carryout. Not a fan of beer? Well, you're in luck because they have a unique cocktail menu as well. So come enjoy the arcade games, dart boards, and the pool table. Oh, did we forget to mention the food? Whether you want street tacos or delicious pizza, you can't go wrong. With the outdoor patio, it won't be hard for you to find the perfect spot to relax. So head down to Hop Station, the #1 craft beer bar in Indiana. You'll find them on 318 Union Street, Mishawaka, Indiana. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
So it's me and Bruce here today. Blase is not here today.
Nope.
So we are just chillaxing.
So we got somebody better. We got a secret.
We got secret guest plus Lawrence? Wait, Will.
Lawrence.
Will.
Lindsay and Will. Wow. Who's
Come
Lawrence?
on.
Man, you're striking out with them. You
I
don't
know,
like
that's okay.
Metallica. You don't like that.
Not-
Can't even get Will's name
not
right.
everybody has to like me. It's
Lawrence.
okay. I understand. It's fine. One of my coworkers' name is Lawrence, so I just wanted to randomly say
That makes it better. Okay.
There we go.
So what are we drinking in this next segment, buddy?
So we're drinking Hawaiian Shirt Party by the Brewing Projekt with a K, not a C. Sour fruited, 7.4% ABV, not available IBU. 561 check-ins, 4.04 out of 5. It's from Wisconsin. Eau Claire.
Eau Claire.
Eau Claire. And Style Guide says, Imperial sour with pineapple, tangerine, mandarin, orange, sea salt, and toasted coconut.
Yeah,
You can also find this at our sponsor, Hop Station Craft Beer Bar.
Ooh, yeah.
Craft bar, I guess.
Yep.
But yeah, also, so you guys want to do a faux show, no show?
Sure.
All right, so after everybody drinks, everybody
drink some. Sip
get,
it up.
Get a little sippy in.
And then he's going to say what they think it's going to taste like. And we're supposed to, if we agree, we say faux show. If it says, if we don't agree, we say no show.
Yeah, so you guys just let me know when you guys have had a couple tastes, and then we'll...
All right. We're ready.
All right. Tropical.
Faux show.
Faux show.
Faux show.
Coconut.
Faux show.
I agree with that one. That one is the first thing that I got.
It is heavy on that.
Slightly right after the orange.
No show.
No show.
No show.
Did you guys taste the orange? I mean, it's literally orange, right? So like,
it's citrusy. I
get more pineapple.
It's like a fluffy orange to me.
I get coconut and pineapple the most.
Yeah, me too.
Let me give it
So
another go.
I don't know show. I'm not so show. I'm not so show. I'm not so show. There you go. You're welcome, you guys.
There it is. We got
now we got a third option.
Yeah, we got a maybe. All right, so juicy.
Faux show, juicy.
Faux show.
And then this is basically the same thing as orange, tangerine.
Yeah, no show.
I don't know show.
I'm not so show.
Oh, I'm not so show.
Yeah.
All right.
So, citrusy, so kind of so.
So kind of so show there. All right. So what are you guys' first thoughts on this one? I mean, it's actually pretty decent. Do you guys like fruited beers, sours, anything like that?
You know, I like the first sip was a little sour, but as I've taken a few more sips, I don't really taste the sour as much. I do taste the coconut and pineapple big time.
Yeah, I feel like they like to throw around the word sour when there's just fruit in it.
Yeah, that's just the style.
It's just the style.
But it did originally taste a bit.
Yeah, just in the beginning, right? Like the initial taste.
Yeah.
And then you kind of get used to it, so then it's not as sour.
Well, I feel with sour ales, there's a little bit of a different consistency.
Mm-hmm.
However, I don't like sours typically, but this isn't bad because I do love coconut and pineapple.
This tastes like a painkiller mixed drink down the line.
Well, without the shitty aftertaste.
This is like toasted coconut. It's got the pineapple heavy. I like a little bit of that sour, but it does fade, which is good, and it just makes me want to keep on sipping this thing.
Yeah. Like at a beach or a pool or something.
This is a boat drink.
Yeah, yacht rock.
Yacht rock.
This is Jimmy Buffett right here.
Yeah.
This is something I drink at the Indy 500.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Very specific.
Well, I was thinking about myself like shirtless, just drinking it in the hottest weather ever, and I don't know. That was the first spot. Well, yeah, let's go ahead and get to that next segment you want to. This is where we're going to ask you guys crazy-ass questions.
Who?
What?
When?
Where?
Why?
And how?
All right, so are you guys ready for the very first question? That's going to make you guys think about your whole ass life, really.
I'm ready.
Is this like Jeopardy?
That's later.
You have to answer all your questions. It's being in the form of a question.
Or is it like therapy?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, awesome.
Hopefully you guys are healed at the end.
Yeah,
right.
right.
All right, so the very first question, are you ready?
Yeah.
Who are you?
Who am I? Well, I'm a writer. I'm a singer, songwriter. I also produce. I also coach people, which a lot of people don't know about me privately.
We're gonna find out about that.
And I'm really into personal development. Aside from another thing that I'm passionate about, besides, music. And also, I love technology, like drug addicts like drugs.
Ooh.
I love technology. I always have to have the latest, greatest.
So you're in line for the newest Apple thing every time?
Yes, he is.
I used to be every year, and I've cut back to every other year now.
Okay.
Yeah, see, I was kind of like that too, but with my Samsung, I was like, it's every year, and then now it's every other year.
Did you say Samsung?
Yeah. Oh.
4-0 on you, baby.
Hey, if you say that, you're not smart enough to use one. It's all right.
That's okay. I'm an Android guy too, though. I don't like Apple.
Yes, slap back. Oh my god.
Oh, touche. Anyway, so that's who I am, and I don't use Samsung products.
How about you, Lindsay? Who are you?
I'm just a girl in the world, as long as you let me be.
Damn, who's gonna kill me?
So I thought she was gonna like do some No Doubt lyrics.
Are you on the run?
Yeah, right.
Are you on the run right now? Like,
I feel like I am a spiritual being living in this human form, and I'm a mother and I'm a lover, and I like to encourage people to find the strength within themselves to fix their shit for the most part. I feel like this world is a little bit of a downer and we got to find the little rays of light in places. But I'm also a musician. I'm a writer, author.
Nice.
Girlfriend.
Nice. Ooh.
All the things.
Number 2 question, hitting hard. You've touched base on it a little already, so we want to dive a little bit deep into that. What are some of your other passions other than music and Earshot?
So for me, it's I love coaching people, and what I mean by coaching people is helping people overcome challenges and overcome barriers with things in their life. So actually, I have a coach, or I've had one the last month, and that's what it does for me. So if I'm feeling stuck, or if I'm in the proverbial comfort zone, this is somebody who is uniquely talented to kind of shake you out of that in a really what the word is that I want to use? Not authentic, but really abrupt. And it's kind of like getting hit over the back of the head with a 2x4, and you wake up and you go, what the fuck? So that's a passion. I mean, and I've always tried to do that with my music. When I write songs, that's the purpose, of why I write songs, is so that hopefully someone who's listening to it can listen to me and overcome whatever obstacle or challenge is happening in their life that's similar to the one I'm talking about when I'm singing a song. So it's the same type of thing, just a different vehicle.
Nice. How about you, Lindsay? You got any passions outside of your band?
Yeah. So I'm a writer. I have a book out now, and I'm currently working on my second one, which is what I've been doing the last 2 weeks since I've been home from tour. But my passion is similar to Wil's as far as helping people, and I truly believe in it doesn't really matter what you do, it matters how you make people feel. And I feel like everybody just needs to be loved and heard and appreciated. So I like to do that. And I like to work out also.
Nice.
She likes to work me out.
hey,
Hey-o.
Hey, you gotta stay fit, my brother.
Yeah.
So, where was your favorite venue to play at? This is for Wil. Any crazy places?
I have a feeling that Lindsay's probably going to say a similar answer, if not the same. But as far as clubs, the Machine Shop, hands down, is, I think, for a lot of bands.
Nice.
Kevin is a great human. Takes care of everybody that comes through there. They're just so hospitable and just really great to be around. And it's a fun venue, and the fans that, their patrons that come there, you get a real strong sense of community there. Um, and of course, playing the bigger venues is always fun. The House of Blues theaters, some of the arenas that we played. I mean, those are obviously fun too, but none of them are as personal and intimate as a place like the Machine Shop.
I was gonna say, do you prefer the more intimate like setting, like being able to be as close to a smaller crowd performing to them?
Yeah, I think there's cool things about both sides of it.
Yeah.
There's like you pointed out, the intimacy that happens when you're in a smaller venue, which is really cool. But then again, when you're on a big stage in front of tens of thousands of people, that's like the dream that you always dream about, when you're thinking about being a musician. So it goes both ways. And it's just, I think they're both great experiences.
Would you concur, Lindsay?
Yeah, I would say my two favorite venues are, like Will said, love doing the House of Blues venues, but the Machine Shop, number one. Number two, King of Clubs in Columbus, Ohio, is just absolutely fucking incredible. Their staff is amazing. The owners are amazing. And yeah, Machine Shop though, we love Kevin, Johanna, everybody there is wonderful.
Columbus, Ohio, Midwest proud.
Yeah. Well, I'm a Midwest girl, so
are we, Midwest boys.
I was gonna say, you're a girl.
I'm a Midwest boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
all right.
Yeah, we up in here.
Midwest Club.
That's
Right
right.
here.
We're polite. We're polite, but we
except-
get angry.
Yeah.
And also, too, I'm the only one from a place in the Midwest that has the championship 2-time back-to-back football team. So
Okay, back to
there's
back. I'm like, Colts did a couple.
Yeah,
Not back-to-back.
I was I was a Bears fan for football. If you're talking about football, so yeah, I wasn't a Colts fan, but I didn't hate the Colts. I mean, we can agree the Patriots suck, right?
Well, of course.
Tom Brady.
I was a hockey guy. I'm a hockey guy, guys. I'm a Chicago Blackhawks. So three championships in 5 years. That's hard to beat. So
I don't know anything about hockey.
Other than it rocks, right?
I don't know.
Other than there's a lot of fake
Chelsea Dagger.
I don't know
And
anything.
I never know where the puck is.
Oh, it's wherever a person has their stick down.
Right.
So anyone's stick is down, that means they have the puck. So
No, I know, but I'm saying when they slam it, I go, where the fuck did it go? I don't even know who has it.
I was going to refrain from saying this, but I don't know sports either, and you guys are going to hate me more, so I don't give a fuck.
5-0. He doesn't even
know
know
what thought out there.
He doesn't even know what that
what?
means. 5-0.
I'm just burying myself. I don't give a shit anymore.
But you know what? Drinking can be a sport. So there's
Oh
that.
shit, dude, you right.
Beer fest,
bro.
baby. Beer fest.
Yes, sir.
All right. So when you guys are touring, Earshot, you toured with Hoobastank, Shinedown, STP, Kid Rock, as we mentioned earlier. So many bands. Which bands were the best to tour with, and were there any ones that were not so great? And if you don't want to spill the tea, you could just say, "Hey, road stories that blow the mind."
Well, I mean, the funnest one was hands down Kid Rock.
All
For
right.
obvious reasons. And he's a great guy, genuine great guy.
Midwest
and not
too.
really-
Midwest,
Yeah,
Detroit.
Detroit. Yeah. Not at all the persona that he portrays in videos and stuff. Like, he's really down to earth and kind of quiet, actually. But that was a fun tour. Great crew. And it was just us and Kid Rock. So we're playing arenas every day, and it was just easy. The band that we didn't get along with, sadly, which I to this day don't understand, but it was Static X when Wayne was alive. We went out for on and off over a couple of months, and our crews didn't get along. I'm not sure why. We just never.
Sometimes you got oil and water, right? Like they're both like liquids and mixtures, but sometimes they just don't mix together.
They just don't.
I don't know. I'm sorry, Lindsay, since you were surprised, is there any people you've toured with that you're like, or like, oh yeah?
Well, since I've been in cold, we've been we've been the headliner, but we just got back from a tour with Orgy. And that was interesting.
Well, I mean,
It was
like
both.
the
It was both.
posters would be weird. Like we got cold
Well, yeah, it's
orgy.
cold orgy. Like, yeah, we played at the Gramercy, and it's like cold orgy, and it's hysterical because if you don't know, but I don't know. I don't really have. We played festivals with some great people,
Nice.
but I just love to tour. Period.
This
It doesn't
period.
matter. I just love it.
Just get on the road and let it take you where it takes you.
It's a thing. I do enjoy it.
All
I
right.
miss my guy when I'm gone.
Oh,
For sure.
tour
I
together,
do,
tour
I do.
together, tour together.
Look, trust and believe.
This is how we kind of met.
Well, I was like I met Will like back in 2019 and had the stupidest crush on him. And I kept telling Scooter, my singer, I was like, can we please tour with Earshot so I can spend time with Will?
And so when she first introduced me to Scooter, because I never met Scooter, Cold came out a little before we did. You know, we didn't come out until the early 2000s. And
Yeah.
obviously Cold came out in like the mid 90s. And so when she introduced him, you know, we chit-chatted and he kind of took a breath and he said, so what are your plans for next year? This has to be the work of Lindsay. He's
That's
doing his
always-
due diligence.
it's
Like, all right, I'll
always-
ask.
And Scooter's, you know, a very dear friend, brother to me. And of course he would ask. But anyway, Will and I ended up like we're together now. So it's not like I have to get him to come on tour with us so he can get to know me.
Yeah.
But it was a thing. I was like always pushing it in 2019 in 2020.
See, what she's basically saying is like, I talked myself out of a tour now.
Oh. Hey-o.
I'm kidding.
So, Will, Get Away peaked at number 4 in the charts and stayed in the top 100 for about 60 weeks, according to Wikipedia. And it was playing everywhere across America. And what was the feeling like when you and the band accomplished this?
We were on the road really heavy, so I didn't even like. I think I heard the radio maybe 2 or 3 times. It was real like shocking to me when I heard it here in LA on K Rock because they don't really play hard rock, and they didn't even like our single when it was brought to them early on. They just didn't like it, but because every other station in America was playing it, they finally played it. And I just happened to be home and was in my car driving somewhere and I heard it and I went, oh my God, can't fucking believe it. So to be honest with you, like we went from like our very first tour was with Hoobastank, which that was kind of their first tour at the same time.
Yeah.
And their single Running in the Dark, I think that was the name of their single at the time. But we were just 2 bands that nobody really knew of, and we were playing these teeny tiny little bars. But they were pretty full, and it was the journey of nobody knowing who the fuck you are, and then growing into these venues, and they're packed, and it goes from like 100 to 200 people to suddenly 2,000 and 3,000 people and bigger. It's just, that's really all we had to go by to know how the song was doing. It wasn't because we were really hearing it on the radio. So, yeah, it's kind of surreal when it happens.
Is there like a story? I keep reading little articles about how that song didn't really have a proper music video, but it was one of your most popular songs at the time. Is there a story behind that? That the music execs just like not think that was going to be worth it or something like that, when it definitely deserves, you know, like a fully produced video?
Yeah. So before we started this band, I was a guitar player. That was the first instrument that's what I wanted to be. When I was 12 years old, I got my first guitar my dad got me, and that's what I learned. I never ever thought that I wanted to be a singer, and I was always in bands where we didn't have the right singer or the singer didn't work out, and I was always the guitar player. And so when this band started, I just decided to be a singer, even though I'd never sang in a band in my life. And so when we literally after 4 or 5 shows that we played locally is when we started getting courted by record labels, and we got a record deal with Warner Brothers, you know, about a year later. But I had no experience being a singer ever. And so when they were starting to talk about making a video for Getaway, they sent out a film crew because they just wanted to see, like, you know, what kind of shots they could get and so on and so forth. And when we came home for a couple of weeks on a break, I got called into a meeting at the label, and there were like 15 or 20 executives in this conference room. And I remember I sat down, and the topic was going to be, you know, about shooting a video for Getaway. And so we sit down, and the director of video and art at Warner Brothers plays some clips of, you know, the live shows that they sent out a crew for. And he says in front of everybody, he goes, so we want to shoot a video. The problem is you don't do anything. You just stand there. And I went, oh my God. I'm like, and I couldn't say, like, nobody knew that this was the first band that I'd ever sang in. And I wasn't about to say so in front of, you know, 15, 20 people, you know, that were in that meeting. So what they decided to do, my friend Greg Waterman, who was our photographer, good friend of mine.
Yeah.
I left that meeting mortified, like, shit, I've been found out that I'm not a singer. Like, here we go. And so I remember I called Greg and I told him about the meeting, and he goes, listen, he's like, I've taken some really great shots of you, and you just need to find your persona. And he goes, I have some really great shots that you should look at, and I think you can build off of that. So long story short, now that was a long way around to the answer, but they shot a video. That video for Getaway was their "This is better than nothing since you don't know who you are yet as a performer" type video. And that's why they didn't want to spend the money. So that's what we got.
Okay.
That was the best they could. Yeah.
So I got one more really good one for you. It's kind of tangential to that. You guys were on Madden 2005. You were in a soundtrack for Queen of the Dam, a couple other video games. What's the process that like? Do you just get like a phone call from a game company or something like that? Like, we want to use your information for our selling millions of dollars of games? Or was it like something else? What's the process behind your song being selected for these video games and movie soundtracks?
Yep. So part of it is our label and our publisher. That's their job, is to go out and get songs placed in things. And it just so happened with Madden, which is one of my favorite all-time video games, as Lindsay will attest. Like, I still play the shit out of it.
Yeah. Are you excited for NCAA coming back?
I never played the college football versions of Madden. I don't even.
No. Madden is a version of the NCAA footballs. They came first, and they use the same engine.
Yeah. No, I've heard of it. I've never played it, and I've never really followed college football, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
and you call yourself Midwest?
Fuck that shit.
Well, I never finished school, so why would I care about college?
Yeah, dude. Thanks for bringing it up, dude.
Now I have a loss. I got an L now.
Yeah,
I didn't finish college either.
What a loser.
Why do you follow college?
I live in South Bend, Indiana, the home of Notre Dame football. How can I not follow college football?
Right.
The only football game oh my God, wow. The only football game I played was NFL Street and Blitz.
So to answer your question about the songs and how they get into things, that's publishers and labels, they obviously have relationships with a lot of these companies, and they pitch them a lot of different music and artists, and we just happen to be lucky enough to, the music directors of those video games and movies and soundtracks at the time were fans of what we were doing, and it just worked out. I just get a call. Yes, I get a call. Hey, they want to use it for this. What am I going to say? No, I don't want my song in Madden.
Well, I believe, if I remember correctly, in 2005's Madden had a stellar lineup of songs. That was one of the more critically acclaimed ones for that.
And the really cool thing for me, like, I'm a big NWA fan, the old, with Eazy-E. And so not only did our song appear as the main theme song for that, for the Madden 2005, but the DOC from NWA did a remix of it, which was really cool. So that was kind of a treat also.
Oh, did a remix of yours?
That's awesome.
Yeah, wait.
That's awesome.
Yep. He like rapped over it and like cool. Yeah.
I just learned a new fact about Will's
NWA.
I love that.
Ooh, and if you wouldn't have been on the show, you might never known.
Oh yeah. So our very last question. I mean, this is a beer show. So how did you guys feel about this beer?
It's time to rank this beer. Tell us your final thoughts and give it a ranking. Why don't we go with the ladies first? That's right. That's what I was just saying. You stole it from me.
Okay, so as a woman who does not like sours, I'm going to give it a 3.5 because I'm not a big sour fan. However, okay, let's give it a 4.2 because the sour does go away, and I do like the coconut and the pineapple.
And the flavors
I'm
are
also
good.
still sipping on the Ricochet because it's delicious.
All right.
But the sour's great.
Do you like darker beers like stouts and stuff, or is IPAs your shit?
I like IPAs and I like Modelo, like a good old Corona.
So
all right, yeah.
Mexican lagers. Oh yeah.
It's just weird. She worked for Upland, and they're known for their sour.
They are known for their sours, and it was always a thing, and I would drink it like doing all the events and things. But the Dragonfly.
That's right.
That was my jam.
Dragonfly
I
IPA.
had cases and cases of Dragonfly because I got 3 cases of beer, so I love that shit.
How about you, Will?
So I'm gonna give it a 4.5.
Yeah, damn.
I actually, the more I drink it, the better I like it. Even though, like, when we first poured it, it kind of looks like what ends up in the toilet when I'm dehydrated in the morning.
Oh, whoa!
I knew you were gonna say that. It's like
and it kind of smells like it too.
Wow!
Yeah,
What are you What are you peeing?
Yeah,
it smells like this.
Yeah, your shit.
I drink a lot of coconut water.
Oh, okay.
That'll do it. That will do it.
No, but
There were studies on that.
no, I don't. I've never tasted my own urine, so I couldn't tell you if it tastes the same. But I think it. The one thing I do like about it, because I love pineapple and coconut and citrus, but I love that it has a little bit of sour because it's making me not drink it as fast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. It regulates itself for you.
Yeah. It's like they did it on purpose. We got to slow these fucking guys down.
Oh yeah. For sure.
Guys like, yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 4. I did like it. I'm not a huge coconut person, but the reason why I don't like coconut is more the texture. So you don't really get that, but it's close. I almost taste the texture of coconut. That's how much coconut is in this. The pineapple is really good. I liked a little bit of sour. It does fade pretty quick. I think if it stayed sour more often for me, I probably would have gone up, closer to 5. I do like a really good sour. I like the jowls. I like the shock, the abrasiveness sometimes of a good sour. But sometimes I just want a sweet sour, and we have plenty of those too on the show. How about you there, Honer?
Yeah, so I'm going to give it a 3.5. I mean, it's good overall, but for some reason that pineapple or whatever that taste is kind of reminding me of like a pukey flavor. I don't know why.
I can see that a little bit. Yep.
It kind of smells it a little bit too.
Yeah, it just kind of reminds me of like some bile or something. So I don't know. I'm going to give it a 3.5. It could be better. I think
All right. So we're going to roll into, we were just talking about it. Now we might as well just play it. We're going to play a little bit of Wait by Earshot here.
All right, here it is.
Oh yeah.
Something's wrong, trying to conquer these fears I thought were gone. And it's been so long,
us wait. And now here's our next sponsor, Niles Brewing Co.
Do you want to find a hidden gem in the Midwest craft beer scene? If so, your search is over. The Niles Brewing Company is a nano brewery that produces some of the finest craft beer in the Midwest, with several award-winning brews and more to come, thanks to the expertise of master brewer Brandon Townsley. Be sure to check Facebook and Instagram for updates on upcoming events. On Sundays, you can enjoy a delectable brunch collaborated with Jim's Smokin' Cafe from noon to 2 p.m., accompanied by mimosa and Bloody Mary flight specials all day long. The brewery is located in Niles, Michigan, which features a social district downtown where patrons can enjoy their drinks outside on the sidewalk of Niles. For those seeking exceptional food, outstanding beers, and events that offer great company and entertainment, Niles Brewing Company is located at 206 East Main Street, Niles, Michigan, 49120. It is the ideal destination.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I'm from Earshot.
I'm from Earshot.
Cold.
I'm so cold.
It's so cold.
I'm so cold. Midwest cold, baby. All right, so we're going into our third beer, which is on me right here. We got Green Torch from Half Acre Beer Company, a lager American 4.5% ABVs with no illicit IBUs. There's been 2,800 check-ins for an average score of 3.75. Half Acre Beer Company is a regional brewery out of Chicago, Illinois, the second city. The style guy says Green Torch is a big flow lime lager, stone crisp, low bitterness, even balance, and lime for that big gulp. Foam down your cheeks, beer drinking refreshment. It should taste lime, light body, crisp, refreshing, and salty.
Uh-oh.
Well, everyone, take your first sips and tell us what you think.
So like I said off air, this looks like a regular beer. Like this is something I could get off like on Draft and shit. And oh my God, this is exactly what I needed right now.
First thoughts? Booyah! This is fantabulous.
That's fantabulous for show. For show.
Oh, show.
That is good.
Like a foghorn. Like a foghorn. Oh, show.
Ocho cinco for show.
Oh, okay. How about you two out in LA? What do you think of this Second City Lager?
You first, babe.
To me, this tastes like a beer that's been left out a couple of days and then put back in the fridge, and then I grabbed it, and that's what it tastes like to me.
Well, good.
Okay,
No,
we're all for
no,
everyone's
those are
opinions here.
unwell.
We're all for everyone's opinion. I have given
And
a
I've
beer
never done that, by the way. I've never opened a beer and then taken a sip and put it back and then left it for some.
That's a beer he can't finish. That's okay. I threw up on air. I gave it a 0.25, the undrinkable. I only gave it a 0.25 because the can art was really awesome.
With you.
It had a dude in a hat, and he was holding the hat, and then he had the same dude in the hat, so it was very trippy. It was like one of those like keep going in it, and he was wearing a COVID mask. So like it was weird.
It was wild.
It was wild. So it only got points because it had good can art. Otherwise, it would have been a 0. So,
Also, I need to ask this question. Like, what are they trying to say exactly in the messaging of the artwork on this can? Like, you're a snake in the grass? Is this the beer for snakes in the grass? Like, what are they trying to...
or it's green fire, right? Because it's green torch, right? Like maybe they're burning it.
I did think it was grass also, but I guess that is fire. Those are flames.
That's so funny.
It's a fucking snake in the grass. That's what
No,
this
man,
beer...
it's snake on fire.
I know. I was like, dang, they're calling us all
No such
snakes.
thing as green
Also,
fire.
why are we burning?
Hey, I'm a D&D guy. There's green flame tongue.
Oh, now you're 5-1 because
He laughed, so therefore he knows what I'm talking about.
They hate Dungeons and Dragons.
He knew what I was talking about. He knew the exact spell, and that's why he
No,
laughed.
he said I hate Dungeons and Dragons because y'all are fucking nerds.
He didn't
Well,
say, he didn't say that.
I didn't. You said it. I didn't.
See, told you.
He didn't say it.
You're 5-1, bitch. Get used to it.
Okay, I have one loss.
All right, you want to get ready to?
No, we want
All right,
Lindsay.
sorry,
Lindsay,
sorry.
she shouldn't weigh in. What do you think of
Oh,
Green
okay.
Torch?
So this would definitely be beer I would reach for if I were sitting on a boat
With no other beer.
with no other beer. That's exactly what I was gonna say. See, he finished my sentence for me. Yeah, I mean, it's not awful, and I definitely taste the lime. And when you mentioned like the saltiness of it,
Yeah.
there is a saltiness to it, and I didn't really catch that on my first sip until you were describing it, and now I definitely do.
I mean, this is a sports beer. I feel like I need to go to a ball game right now. I don't care what kind of ball game it is, but I need to be bowling or playing baseball or I don't know what. But this is awesome.
I've never thought of bowling as a ball game, but it literally is.
Oh, hey, listen, we bowl.
Midwest,
Will
baby.
has his own bowling balls and his own bowling
I love
shoes.
bowling
We
too.
love to bowl.
But have you guys ever heard it called as a ball game? Because I'm always thinking of
No, never heard of it.
Yeah,
and
I'm always
It
thinking of
literally is a
I
game about a
know.
ball.
I'm always thinking of like baseball, like
You make a good point, Bruce. You make a good point.
Thank you. 6-1.
it is a
Six and
ball.
one.
It is a ball.
Backing up those points.
That's right. Let's move into our third segment.
Although you lost a few with the Dungeons and Dragons in there.
No, I didn't. I gained a bunch.
We won't speak of that again.
I'm sorry. I played rugby and I was a Dungeons and Dragons dungeon master.
You're
So
just gonna keep
I'm
hurting yourself.
the whole
You're
pantheon
just gonna
of
keep
things.
hurting yourself, man. You got another point there because he didn't know that.
It's like we really are at a bar.
That's
Well,
right.
I haven't drank beer in so long, and I forgot what a beer buzz is like. But I'm like, I can't stop smiling.
That's right. She's so cold, she smiles.
It's a good vibe. It's a good vibe. That's what it is. All right, let's go ahead and hit it. Die by review, die by review, die by review.
1 star or 2 stars or 3, maybe a couple of
You
5s.
fucked it all up. Die by review, die by review, die bar review. Die bar reviews is where I read 1 through 5 star reviews for dive bars I'll probably never visit. All right, let's do this thing. Today we're digitally visiting Powerhouse Bar in LA, California. You guys ever been there?
No,
Where?
Powerhouse Bar.
I haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't.
Yeah, you haven't been, really?
I don't think I have been. Guess where we're going tonight, babe?
Wow. All right. Uber there, though. Uber there.
I think the Powerhouse has been here since they laid concrete in the city. Literally, that's what it looks like on the inside, anyway.
How would you describe it, like your times going there and everything, before I get into these reviews?
It's so small. Like, there's literally barely enough room for the bar itself. And it's just really dark, like super dark. And you kind of feel dirty being in there.
We have to go.
And you also feel like everyone's probably either on heroin or methamphetamine or something. Like, it's just really dirty. When I think of dive bars, I think of this.
And that's exactly how I feel dive bars are and should be. All right, so let's see what these reviews have to say. First up, we got Louis Polanco Rodriguez, 2 stars, says, "Not my vibe. The music isn't my thing. The only plus I encountered in the 10 minutes that I was there was that there was a guy from Canada, allegedly, doing magic tricks. And the allegedly is for both statements, that he was from Canada and that he was doing, in quotes, magic tricks."
So he was a Dungeons and Dragons player?
Sounds about right.
If he was, he would have got kicked out of the bar.
Yeah.
This sounds amazing.
I mean, it's literally a hole in the wall place. And it might even be open 24 hours. I mean, technically they can't serve after 2, but
Yeah.
I feel like they used to. I think they used to stay open anyway, even though they weren't serving until 6 a.m. to when they could legally start serving it. But that's the kind of diviness.
Yeah. Well, next up we got Butcher Chop with 3 stars, says, good
Butcher
dive
Chop.
good dive bar, but the bartender can be a bit slow, at least the times I've gone. One really has his blinders on and doesn't look around for those seated at the bar to get a sign for another drink. Serves 1 or 2 and starts talking away instead of looking left or right. Other than that, it is what it is, and the beer is cheap. Good place to drink and hop back on the Metro Red Line.
It is definitely cheap. Well, it used to be. I don't. It's been a while since I've been, but it was definitely cheap. And you never knew if you were going to get like some sort of like herpes off the glasses because it didn't really exude cleanliness either.
Isn't everybody born with herpes anymore? So it really isn't a problem.
Speak for yourself.
Indiana.
Yeah, no, that's just your generation. Gen X, we're clean.
They put it in us when we were babies. All right, so Prachi Tembakar with a 2-star says,
I know him.
Not so good ambience compared to the other bars on Walk of Fame. The karaoke wasn't really interesting. The whole environment became depressing after a point.
So he's probably just bad at karaoke.
So dive bars should be depressing, so it wins. There you go.
Ding.
I haven't been to any of these dive bars here in Los Angeles.
They're talking about the same one.
It's probably a good
Gotcha.
call.
But we've done a bunch of LA dive bars. So if you're looking for one that's nautical themed, we've done one in the past.
All right, Sarah Jane C, 4-star says, small dive bar, one of the few places open late for a drink. Drinks were good and strong. Lovely bartender. Music was essentially very loud, screamo for the 30 minutes we were there. I didn't mind it, but my friend got a headache. Not for the soft-eared. Ha
I love how you do the voice over of the people doing reviews. I think that's the best part.
Oh wow! You just gave him a W. Look at that.
Yeah.
Your first
I
W,
like that.
Honer.
Yay, thank you.
It gives it charm, you know, like a realisticness. Not to invent a word, but realisticness.
That's a great word. Yeah.
All right.
You're charmed.
Jennifer G with a 3-star says, it's okay.
He's a real G.
They should clean the front entrance with bleach or something because it smelled too much of urine. We sat at the first booth near the entrance and the smell was too much. Left after one drink
3.
because of it. Other than that, the place was fine and the bartender was nice.
Smells like urine, but still deserves a 3.
Can't be a dive bar without the smell of urine and puke.
Right. And gnats.
Yeah.
All right.
And the feeling that you might catch something.
Oh yeah. You
Off the
might sit on a needle or something. All right. So next up we got David G Stone, 4-star says, and this is a long one, so go ahead and sit back and enjoy yourselves real quick. Powerhouse is a story of what once was and what will be. What it is now is a solid casual spot for a classic cocktail or a beer, though it's a polished shadow of its former incarnation as a true dive bar with darts in back and swivel seats and booths with their inner cushions proudly showing. The drinks are good enough. Better yet, they're good and served stiff, which garners extra points, and the tone is reaching to Hollywood's golden years, when Billy Wilder and Bogey might have shared a spot at the bar planning a noir we've yet to see. I used to like the old Powerhouse a lot. It was real, no frills. What you see is what you get kind of place. The kind of place that dots corners in most American cities. The new Powerhouse is a little too glossy, a little polished, and trying a little too hard, but it gets most things right. And it's still a reliably quiet spot for cocktails and conversations, which is good enough for me any day. Now, if only they'd bring the dartboards back.
It sounds like he's talking about himself. A little pretentious. If somehow we could bring the dark side back.
I also hope he's wrong and that they didn't try to like clean it up, because that'd be tragic.
We should go there tonight, babe.
That's right.
Sure.
We should go check it
Was
out.
that Bruce or our conscience?
That was Bruce.
That was your conscious. Jiminy Crick is on your corner going, you need to go.
I spent a long time trying to quiet that
This
thing
makes
down.
you Uber.
Yeah.
All right, so the last one is Wicked Ways Beats and Productions gives it a 5-star banger, says,
Ooh.
really cool spot on the corner of Hollywood and Highland. Prices on drinks are decent. The bartenders are cool. They have a menu inside that the Asian restaurant next door will bring you. There's a back patio, which is cool because you can smoke bud out back. There's a couple day boards too that are dart boards.
They're back.
They put day boards that you just ask for darts. Most days off, went in there and it was chill. Some evenings it does get packed. If you want to be somewhere in Hollywood and not be packed in a place, that's a nice vibe for that, while being right there in the mix of everything.
Oh, right, 5-star banger.
And also, he had like 2 rocks of cocaine before he wrote that review too.
Yeah, he did.
That's hysterical. Also, this bar that we speak of is literally 3 blocks from where we are right now.
Oh,
We
so
don't
you're just
even
gonna
need an
walk.
Uber. We can just walk there. Yes.
I want to hear about Lindsay's favorite dive bar. I'm curious to know. I haven't seen.
Well, my favorite dive bar is the Alley Cat in Indianapolis.
I don't.
Hands down. But that's I don't really have I don't go to dive bars anymore, babe. So I mean, Lemmy's Lounge is what I have for LA, the Rainbow Room.
All right, so there you have it. If you're ever in
Uh-huh.
Los Angeles, California, then go get yourself a whiff of some urine and grab a cheap beer at Powerhouse Bar.
A powerhouse.
I probably will never get to see it, but if you're able to, I'm sure you'd enjoy yourself. And if not, then that's not really my problem. They have dartboards and karaoke, so if you're a dreamer of being a singer, then belt your heart out, motherfucker. All right, back to me.
And they
Homer.
have really good prices on drinks.
Ooh.
Do they?
So speaking of really good drinks, what did everyone think about Green Torch Lime Lager? Let's go with the lowest review. Will, what do you think? Give us a ranking.
Like I said, I feel like it's a beer that I took out, opened, kind of sat out for a few hours. I threw it back in the fridge because I didn't want to pour it out because I was too poor to buy another one. And this is what it tastes like.
Oh man.
I can even smell it. Smells kind of, yeah. It smells kind of sour.
All right, Lindsay, what do you think?
I'm gonna give it
I give it a 2.
that's what I was gonna give it a 2.
You both give
great.
Yeah.
Think alike.
Yeah, yeah, a 2. It's all right. I mean, I wouldn't buy it.
All right, I'm going to give it a 4.5. I really liked it.
Ooh, all right.
I'm enjoying the sportsness of it. The lime, I am a huge lime fan. Like when I get like unsweetened iced tea, I put lime wedges in it, not lemon wedges. So lime is right up my alley. I think the saltiness works for it. It makes me want to keep drinking. I'm giving it a 4.5.
I am still drinking it.
Yeah,
So you're not wrong.
I don't know. It could be better. I think it does taste a little, what's it called? Not spoiled, but like a day late, I want to say. And the lime is not helping. But it's pretty decent. It's decent enough. I'm going to give it a 3.25.
All right. Fair.
And if you're a snake in the grass, you're gonna love this beer.
You're just making green
So
flames.
says the can.
We're snakes in
Well,
the grass.
if those are flames, you're not gonna like it that much if you're a snake in the flames.
So speaking of things that might go down in flames or up in flames, depending on how you feel, we're going to play a little bit of Earshot's Get Away.
Oh, yeah. Get away.
Get away, get away, get
That's what
away
I'm saying
now.
to this. That's what I'm saying to this Green Torch beer.
You stay all in one piece when broken. Kind remarks and your words outspoken. Driving far from the path of destruction. Coming ever so close to throwing it all away. Is this all some great big lie? Twisted and working on something deep down that you should have never kept inside. How much must I live through just to get away? All this tension and so alive. How much
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's time for those socials and more things like that. But I do want to know one thing. I'm sorry to just take control. Our guest book is your favorite beer of the day. Which can would you sign with a Sharpie and send back to us? We have a wall of everyone who's ever been on the show. If you have separate beers that you like more, that's more than fine. Lindsay, why don't you go first? Which of the beers today did you like the best, and would you autograph it for us?
Absolutely. It will be the Ricochet.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
It is amazing. It's gone.
That's the only beer that's gone. Yeah, you're right.
Yep. Well, I drank my half of the, what is this called? The Green Torch, but we're working on the sour. I also have a little bit of a buzz.
Nice.
I have a little bit of a beer buzz.
Now you guys got to go to the dive bar.
I literally tried to talk him into it. Let's go have one more beer. This is my beer day, apparently.
Yeah.
So I don't have them.
How about you, Will? What's your favorite beer of the day?
I kind of like the Ricochet and the Hawaiian shirt party for different reasons. So I'd be happy to sign both.
Nice. Honer?
My favorite of the day? Oh, shit, man. It's got to be Ricochet, yeah.
Nice. I'm going to go Green Torch. That was my favorite of the day. I'm not going to autograph the can, but that's just for you guys. I'm the host of the show. Next, we're going to shout out some people who are premium subscribers. All you got to do is you help out the show the most by signing up to be a premium subscriber. You give us $5 to buy beers for the show, and we shout you out every episode. And if you make it 12 months, you get a exclusive t-shirt. The only way to get this t-shirt is to be a premium subscriber.
Yes.
Who are our
Thank
premium
you
subscribers?
So we got the great one, Victor Cummings.
We got Sylvia Town.
We got Matt Snyder, and we do have a new one.
We have a new one, Bruce Burkhart Senior.
Well, we have another one then too. We have plus two.
All right, let's go with those.
It's Sky, my buddy Skyler. So
All
we got 5.
All right.
Nice. And then speaking of people who listen to us, here are our top cities who have downloaded our last episodes: South Bend, Indiana; Mishawaka, Indiana; Chicago, Illinois; Indianapolis, Indiana; Detroit, Michigan; Frankfurt-on-Main, Hesse, Germany; Rocky River, Ohio; Cincinnati, Ohio; Riverview, Florida; Bayonne, New Jersey; Weedsport, New York; Queens, New York; New York; Charlotte, North Carolina; Cleveland, Ohio; Inglewood, Ohio; Niles, Michigan; Philadelphia, Pennsylvania; Washington, District of Columbia of the United States; Minneapolis, Minnesota; Phoenix, Arizona; Granger, Indiana; Wayne, New Jersey; Fort Lee, New Jersey; Vernon, British Columbia, Canada; Prince Wisborough, Buckinghamshire, England; Somers Point, New Jersey; Linsopek, Saxony, Germany; Feilheim, Bean, Weiss, Upper Austria, and Concord, New Hampshire.
Man, you guys are on your way.
That's right. Speaking of being
Get ready to add Los Angeles to that.
Hey,
ooh, make that top 15,
hey,
baby.
we're an earshot away.
Ooh, So, speaking of things that are on their way, we want to be on our way, and our guests want to be on our way to your socials. Lay down your social medias, things to look out for. Let's go with Cold and, of course, Earshot. Will, lead us. What do we want our listeners to go to?
So ours are super simple because they're all the same handles. No matter whether you're on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or our website, it's all the same. The handle is Earshot Band.
Nice. How about you, Lindsay, with Cold?
Well, it is Cold. I cannot believe I just did that. It's Cold Music out on the IG, and it's at Cold. Is our official Facebook page and coldarmy.com. And also me personally at Lindsay Manfredi, because I got other things going on too. But we're getting ready to be back on tour. We're doing Rock Fest and Incarceration, and we're going to be on tour from July 17th to the 25th, doing a small little run, and then back into the studio, and then back out next year. So,
that's badass.
Yeah,
can't wait.
So I totally forgot to say that earlier when you came in, he said Colds. So I thought the band was Colds, and then I talked to Bruce later, and I was like, she's in Cold. And he goes, yeah. And I was like, bro, I used to listen to them back in high school. Me and my brother used to.
Why is it used?
Yeah, why is it you? Stop
Because
your
I
new
like.
album.
Well, I don't really listen to dad rock anymore. I guess. Remember?
Oh wow!
Well,
Oh
it's
my god!
evolved from dad rock, my sir, but it's okay.
But
You
hey,
can
no,
listen
you
to
said
the
you guys.
album, The Things We Can't Stop, and
Hey,
all will be
hey,
well.
I will say you guys did say you're going to come out with a new record, so I will be checking that shit out though. For
That's
sure.
right.
Yes, well, we have a new album that came out in 2019, but COVID a little bit killed it. You should check that out.
We definitely
The
will.
Evolution of Cold, and then we're in the studio with Josh Barber, who works with Norma Jean, Tech Nine, a lot of amazing people. In September, we're going to be doing that, and we just signed a deal with Howard Benson, so we're going to
Okay,
be in the
cool.
studio with him in
That's
June
awesome.
of next year. So we're very excited to be back with him because he did Year of the Spider with us. So
All right,
it's my
Lindsay.
first time working with him, though.
All right, Lindsay and Will, thank you for joining us. We will be keeping in touch. If you're in the Midwest, always let us know. We will be sharing your stuff. We will be promoting your stuff. Promote us. We love you. We're going to end our night with a full compilation of what's that, Honer?
Uninvited by Earshot.
Woo!
Stay sexy, everyone.
Thank you for listening.
Somewhere